Hey guys, this is KoBaC, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Voyager class Megatron from the Revenge of the Fallen line. Here he is in Cybertronian tank form. And they just say Cybertronian for anything that isn't human, essentially, because they got all types of different tanks and planes and stuff apparently. Anyway, here he is in tank form. Obviously, if you've seen the movie, and if you haven't, it's not a big spoiler. The tank, when he's in tank mode, he can actually also fly. So here on the back you can see he's got like 4 different ports for thrusters and such, and that might be what these are supposed to be also. Those will end up being his knees, but when he's in tank form, maybe that's what they're supposed to be. He's got 4 wings, obviously. These ones right here, the front ones, can actually, you can fold them up, you can fold the wing in, so, or up actually, so it can be more like this. And actually, something that, it's not the end of the world or anything, but something that kind of bugs me when he's like this, is that you can see his face right here. Oops, kind of difficult to pick up apparently. Right here, you can see his head, and that's just kind of like easy headshot, I think. And he had that when he was in the Cybertronian plane from the first movie, was that he had his head like on top of the plane. So I don't know, I was just thinking a Transformer sniper just kill him, but apparently they can't hit him because, you know, even though his face is shown, maybe they're not allowed to, because that's wrong. Not allowed to do that. The turret, you can, because it'll be his arm, so you can't actually twist it and then, you know, turn it to the sides and such. But there's no rotation for like turning the entire turret around. Alright, that's pretty much it. When you do transform him into vehicle mode, or actually when you buy him, since he will be in vehicle form when you buy him, he doesn't really roll so much as just kind of glide around and stuff. He does have 4 little wheels, but the way that he is transformed and everything, it's not going to necessarily roll all the time, so it's not, you know, a big deal, but he does come with wheels. Okay, now first thing, we'll go ahead and start transforming him. I'm going to go ahead and just lift up the whole back part to make some room, so it just kind of, you pull it up a bit and you push forward so it's out of the way. Alright, now you're going to go ahead and pull this big, looks kind of like a crab claw, go ahead and pull it out like that, and just keep pulling it all the way up. And we're going to go ahead and transform his legs. We're going to pull one of them down, then put your fingers in there to open it, and just pull it in. Now right here, on the outside of the leg, you're going to lift up this panel. It's kind of hard to lift. I mean, you can do it easily, but it feels like you have to put a lot of force in it, and that kind of concerns me that it'll end up breaking in the future. But just so you know, it's going to be a little stuck to pull up. But alright, then you're going to take the little tread right here, pull it up, twist it like that, and then pull it in. It's going to end up being like that. Pull the panel back down, put his toe there. Now right here, there's a little joint, and you're going, not little, but you're going to fix his leg, so it's kind of like a bird leg, robot leg, you know. Alright, so it's like that. The other side, going to pull it down, pull the tread down, open it up, pull it in, flip up the panel, fix his back of his foot fit to be like that, bend it at the joint, and just fiddle with him to get him to stand. And voila. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and fix his arms. So we're going to pull down this one right here, rotate it, get it right, and then there's a little thing right here you can lift up, you can leave it down, it's up to you. Alright, now back here, the turret that he had when he was in vehicle mode, you're just going to grab it and pull it down, and that's it. That's how you transform his arm. That is that easy. Now his face, you're going to open up the little guards that were protecting it and pull them back, and you just pull his head out. Now on the wings back here, the little ones, you're going to pull them you're just going to pull them forward so that they'll end up actually being, you know, backwards of the way that they were. Now, what I do is I pull the pack in, since it will kind of get in the way. Unless you're just going to have him up on a bookshelf or something, it's not going to matter. But otherwise, it will get in the way. Like if a kid's playing with it, or if you're doing stop motion, I pull it down, and then I get it in between these guards that he had for his face, and just put those together so it kind of holds it in, so it doesn't fly all over the place, because that would get kind of distracting and everything. So there he is, transformed. That quick. He's not very difficult to transform. It's pretty quick. Alright, articulation. The left arm is pretty good. It's pretty standard as far as, oops, and his missile does fire. Watch that trigger finger. It's got a pretty good articulation. The hand doesn't actually rotate around, but he's got elbow and then shoulder. Same thing with the other hand. Shoulder, so you know, obviously you can turn it all the way around. Elbow, or the upper arm also has rotation right there. Then he also has it in the elbow. Now the cool thing about Megatron is, with this figure, is that, and it's kind of a downside at the same time, as you can see, that's him pointing his gun off to somebody off screen. If you take his arm and you pull it down, the forearm, pull it down, it actually pulls out his sword. See, it's totally with the mechanism. I'm not doing anything except pulling his arm. Now you do want to be careful about, like, if his arm was right here and you push this thing up, so you're trying to still keep it like this, but with that up, it will make a clicking sound, which is not a very good thing. I almost had him broken, at least I thought I did, till I was adjusting him a bit and it fixed itself. So since it uses the cog system and everything on the inside, you don't want to force anything. All of the movement needs to be right here. You do this, and the action figure will do the rest of it. Because otherwise, you know, you might break it, and then you don't want this thing hanging out, being loose and shaking every time you move him around. That would be kind of disappointing. So, just so you know. So when he does have the sword all the way out, you know, his arm is just pointing. He can't do anything else. There's no, I mean, you can twist it, but there's no articulation for a, like if you wanted to have him be able to stab but still be able to point up like that. Can't do it. Alright, his head, very good articulation. Obviously you can look at the sides, flip it all the way around, but since the fact that his head actually comes from further up, you can't actually make him look up. You know, he can look pretty far down, and everything, so I like that he can do that. He has waist articulation, can spin all the way 360. His legs, got right here at the hip, it's got articulation, and then also right in here. So I guess that would be one of his knees. So he can do that. Obviously, you know, he can go all the way back with his leg right there, and then all the way forward to that point. So that's pretty good range of mobility. And the jetpack kind of just stays like that. I mean, you can fold the wings back to where they're like this. I don't personally like it. I like it more like this. You know, it makes him look more menacing and stuff, kind of evil that he has a jetpack, even to begin with. So, but yeah, I would give him a 5 out of 5. I would like it a little bit better if his, I don't know, something feels kind of like it's missing a little bit, but overall I'm very impressed with him. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get the leader class or the Voyager class, but since I got a little extra money, I went ahead and bought Optimus and Megatron Voyager class to do, because I didn't actually have one yet. So this guy is really cool. If you don't happen to have a Megatron, I would get this one. From what I've seen in stop motions on YouTube and some of the other reviews, in my opinion, this Voyager class Megatron is better than the first movie one. But it comes down to preference. Do you want a plane or do you want a tank that can fly? So, but yeah, there he is. Very good figure. Poses to follow. Thanks, guys.